We welcome you here to a big night of fights. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside my ringside partner, Teddy Atlas. Looking forward to all the action today, and we're just about set for it. The opening bell of this scheduled 12-rounder here. A much-anticipated fight. Round one underway. Teddy, you buy a ticket to a George Foreman fight. Clearly, you want to see one thing.
Yeah, you want to see a knockout, and you're going to see power. And you know you're going to see the ability to catch somebody on both ends, because as dangerous as Foreman is, and as intimidating as he can be on the offensive end.
Wow, what a right hand he just got caught by, and he's looking to tie up. Look at this swarming attack. The man's taking a barrage of punches. He could go down.
Looks like my screen door on my back porch. I mean, the mosquitoes, there's so many of them, and there's little holes. Some are getting through.
That's a big uppercut that just crashed home. The man's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. Foreman's right hand scores well. Look at this, another power punch able to land. We're early on in this fight, he's going for it.
Yeah, you wonder if he's got a car waiting outside.
Solid left hand to the head.
Keep it up.
Teddy, you think this is the kind of matchup where we're going to see a lot of movement?
Yeah, I think you will, especially if the faster fighter gets his way. He's going to want to go take a stroll in the park a little bit, Joe, and make sure that the low-endurance fighter is going to have to do some extra pacing.
How about that left hand? That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by George Foreman. And now he's targeting upstairs. The combo lands upstairs. Foreman's really impressing us here, Teddy, coming off that last round. I mean, he laid down a beating to his opponent, but sometimes confidence can also be an enemy in this game.
Yeah, you could get a little bit of overconfident. You could get careless. You know, you could forget where you were earlier, or forget what you knew when you were coming into the ring. Things that you had to understand as far as defensive liabilities. He has to remember that.
Nice solid left hand scored by George Foreman. He has his target. He lands a straight right. A stinging uppercut by George Foreman. Foreman's got to deal with a cut cheek. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Right to the head with that right. What a big shot from George Foreman. See, not just one jab, he throws that second one right behind it. Oh, and now we see some head hunting by George Foreman. 90 seconds to go here in this round. Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs.
Let's see some more head movement. Let's see some more head movement. Get out of the way.
The old 1-2 scores for him. Takes one to give one. Uppercut in return. Nice block by Foreman.
Come on, kid.
Foreman's on the bad end of an uppercut. He brings an uppercut that really does damage there. The man's left landing well. Good block by George. A well-placed overhand right. A solid uppercut by George. Look at that. Late goings here of this round, and he goes down. Can he survive it?
Jab and move. Your jab works good when you use it. You don't use it enough. Jab. Jab.
You don't need that. No, throw that away.
The man's in a tough spot here. 60 seconds, that's all you get to gather yourself after being knocked down. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by George Foreman. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. The man's doing well here with that two-punch combination.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Oh, what an uppercut. A thundering right hand from George Foreman. George Foreman's getting back to basics, a good solid jab. You know, that jab is so basic, so simple, but as you can see, so very effective for him early on in this fight.
Yeah, well, he's telling his opponent, you're not coming onto my property. You know, I have a dog here, and this dog bites.
Wow, a big flush blow, the left hand by George Foreman.
Keep working the body.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by George Foreman. And now he's targeting upstairs. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by George Foreman. Oh, they both land flush with uppercuts. To the head he goes with a left hand. And an excellent uppercut by the man. Good looking right hand after he got hit. Little head hunting with the left.
You're losing this fight. You gotta pick it up. You hear me? Pick it up. You need to cover up.
This is a classic example we're seeing here as we start round number 4 of just the busier guy taking the fight. He's up 3 rounds to zip on Teddy's scorecard.
Yeah, my concern, though, Joe, I have one little concern.
What's
there.
that?
Well, is he winning the battles, but maybe going to lose the war because he's really wearing himself out. He's working so hard to get things done. Down the road, does he pay a price?
Showing you some defense there with the block. Best combination in the game, jab with the straight. Teddy, you get your hands on George Foreman. You can shape him any way you want. What do you want to improve with him?
Well, first of all, you want to understand what you don't want to mess with. I think that's the most important thing to a good teacher, a good trainer. What not to touch. Obviously, his confidence that he can hurt you, and his ability to control distance, to be set on his feet. He knows he's a puncher. He's always set to punch. That's one good thing about him. You want to improve his technique. He leaves holes. Shorten his punches up a little bit. Cover. A lot of times after he throws a heavy punch, that heavy punch drops down, and he leaves himself open. He doesn't...
Wow! And he goes down again. Will he get up from this? He gets up after that punch put him down on the canvas.
Now he needs to get on that bicycle and stay away from this guy.
What a shot, the uppercut from Big George. Foreman's impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. He missed by a mile. That wasn't even close by George Foreman. Final 10 seconds. Precision work with the left hand by George Foreman. Keeping his hand. George Foreman's tagged. Momentum has shifted.
Well, it is a test of wills, and his will is being tested.
Beautiful, beautiful, nice movement. Keep that up, keep moving.
As we start a new round, I pose this question to you. Is there any hope for him? He's been knocked down numerous times.
Look, there's been great comebacks in this sport. There's always hope. You don't know how deep a man's reserve is inside their soul, inside their mind. But dangerous grounds now to find out.
Turns over that hook upstairs. The man's got those earmuffs on, and he's got his hands tight against his body. But Teddy, still, some things are getting through.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like driving a car, Joe, you know, and the weather's a little bad, and you say, I want to be safe here, I'm going to stop the car. You don't stop and park the car in the middle of the highway where cars are coming. I mean, he stopped right there in the middle of the highway. Cars are coming. You know, pull off somewhere. You know, get the heck out of there. Find the right parking spot.
There he is, working the body. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round.
Keep moving!
Well, something's got to stick. He sends the combination to the body. Southpaw right jab, then the left hand. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Wow! He was just bulldozed right there. One punch knockout power ends this fight.
By knockout, your winner, George Foreman.
As we saw, he was up on your scorecard throughout the evening. George Foreman's now a winner by knockout.
Listen, you want to win, you want to get to a title, you want to be successful, but you want to make money. And this is one way to ensure you're going to make money, scoring knockouts.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us, everyone.
And the judge, she know he's the